Hello and welcome to the stream. Tonight we're returning to Oxygen Not Included. I had quite a bit of fun last night playing this, and I thought, well, last night was a super bonus because I had already streamed earlier in the day, and I thought I would get right back to it. What do we have as far as duplicates? We're still looking for someone to be a rancher, but there isn't anyone in this, so we'll take the lime. We'll use it eventually for making steel. So as I was preparing for the stream, I was looking around, and we're accumulating a bunch more hot water here, which I want to be able to deal with the heat before we use the water. One way to deal with the heat is to run it into I always forget the name of it, but it's like a thermal aqua tuner, maybe? Yes, right there. Run it through one of these, submerged in a pool of garbage water, like polluted water, first, and then piping it into here once it's cooled off. Hey Fazian, welcome to the stream. We can do that a couple times. You can do that kind of simply by just using a thermal sensor on it and making sure that it's cooled down enough before you let it go through. Or you can do it simply just by just going it through once, hoping it's good, and calling it a day. Or you can use a thermal sensor on it to hopefully kind of measure it and see if it goes through. One of the other things you can do, and yeah, is use the thermal sensor. I was cutting myself off there. So one of the other things I saw that I wanted to do was I want to try and get some of this chlorine out of here and out of here. If you recall, I think it was last time we freed all of it from here and it floated up here, and now it's kind of useless. The other thing I want to do is get rid of the carbon dioxide that's on this floor. I'm fine with it being down here. I'm fine with being trapped in here, but I really want to get it off of this floor so that we can use this floor for living space. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up some ventilation here. Just put a gas pump, like pretty much literally in the center of this floor here. And I also want to grab one here and one here to pick up that chlorine. I'm going to do a few different things with this. We're going to filter it, rotate. We're going to filter all three of them. We're already building. Awesome. Don't have power, so nothing's going to run yet anyway. And what I want to do is I want to run the chlorine all sort of together. And I'll use some gas bridges for that. And the chlorine will come into or out of this slot here. The carbon dioxide or anything else from this one, I'm just going to run over here to the far end, and I know I need to build some ladders up here for them to reach it, but I'm fine with that for right now. So this is the chlorine pipe, which I'm going to run in a straight line. Straight line. Hey Fazian, did I say that already? I can't remember if I said hi or not. And then this one, I'm going to just run kind of over here to the far end. Just vent it out. And I'm going to do the same with this one here. Let's get these two started since they've already built them. Unfortunately, they are right here almost directly on this power line. That'll be nice and convenient. And we want this to be a chlorine filter. Actually, let me change this one a little bit. I want to put another filter in here and keep the oxygen in the base. Let's take the carbon dioxide out. No, let's take the oxygen up, and we'll just kind of dump it up here. And then anything else, carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen, whatever, we'll push out of the base. And I need one more pipe right here. Oh, and power. Okay, now we can build some ladders up here so they can get at this one. Now I'm putting this way over to the far end because I'm hoping that the pressure of the gases coming out of it will push everything over there. Yeah, not so much. I like straight lines. Skill point for too many tumbleweeds. Hey Roadster, you've been here since you got a dupe, right? You're now famous? See, I think we're probably a little too close there. Kelsey could potentially use another one. He's 8 points up. See, can we give Kelsey anything? Well, yeah, we can, but what do we want to? I think we'll wait still. Oh, sorry, you were here just the other day, weren't you? Yeah, everybody's still alive. I have not lost a dupe yet. I've been very careful. I know Phasian tried to commit suicide a couple of times, kind of early on. But we managed to keep him alive. So our little trick here with the water, with the radiant pipes and everything, that's basically over now. We don't have much in the way of ice left. We have 3 tons, which would give us like 3 temp shift plates. That's nothing. So, and until, well, I mean, we could get more ice. We can always dig away at some of the ice biomes, but some of the point of the ice biomes is to keep them as ice. Ooh. Chlorine there. Liquid chlorine. I like liquid chlorine. And I like the fact that we figured that out that one day. The other thing I want to do is... Ooh, this is all done, too. Let's build this as well. Gas pump. Gas pipe. This is a nasty mess, though, so let's actually delete a few of these pipes, and we'll set up the filter there. Wire. That's right, we wanted to wait on this wire until we could build it across. Straight up here. I need some tiles here so that they don't make a mess of that. Well, I'll give you all the hellos you want. How about that? So some of the natural gas did end up leaking down here, and yes, it does look like it floats on top of the chlorine below the oxygen. So it all sunk into here, which is unfortunate. But it's not that much, really. Wouldn't take long to collect that and burn through it. Well, I should build the power up. There. And then we can turn that door on and make it be a regular door. We could also build the power down here and do the same. I do want to keep digging this out. I'd like to try and get them to mop this too, without having to do any crazy tricks. But obsidian is something that I think Phasian might be the only one who can dig. Good. Maybe somebody will come down here and mop this while... Somebody come down here and mop it. Thank you, Kelsey. Kind of cheesing the system here a little bit. But as the liquid flows a little, you can sometimes get a couple of mops out of it. I played this game a lot almost constantly for about 6 months, mostly last year. So I got fairly good, I like to claim, at keeping dupes alive. I'm not playing it super hard either, so that helps, but... Alright, that should have gotten rid of enough, hopefully, that what's left will flow out and be just thin enough that I can get them all to work it in here. We should go and check on... Yeah, I forgot. This will be oxygen. Why is it not running? Pipe is blocked. Chlorine. Oh, because I haven't put the rest of the chlorine pipe in. Ah, okay. Chlorine. There. Now, I don't want to just run this straight into the room. I want to actually put this into a tank and try and store it. We're going to run it up here and put it into a reservoir. And I think you still have to have a single pipe placed on top of the output in order for it to fill. You did have to do that a while back. I'm just assuming you still do. And I didn't put any power down here. But good thing it's right here and handy. And this will be chlorine just like the others. And then they still need to build that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I was thinking about it, we added another dupe, so we actually need to could have one more suit dock here. Wires. Gas pipe. And make one more. Ooh, we can start making the suits out of iron now. Or superheated iron. Actually a cool way down, didn't it? Yeah, it's only 12C. There you go. How are we doing as far as sweeping inside of the base? I want to go over this far, down to that far. Don't want to sweep the Paku eggs because I want them to grow. Not that. Not that either. Sweep that. Sweep that. Alright, so these are running. There's a lot of back pressure over here, though. And of course, the chlorine escaped. Oh, that just means we need more pressure up here. And it probably depressurized because we opened up some more of this. And too much liquid. Bummer. Okay. Need to keep digging through this anyway. Let's keep digging. We're gonna dig right into this room. Hopefully it doesn't have anything too obtrusive in it. At least in the last few tiles, because I'd like to plow right through it without it impacting our base any. Or our ladder shaft any. Suppose we could have them go ahead and build this as well. Oh, that's getting pretty sparse in there. Lots of carbon dioxide. Chlorine's getting kind of low. Come up here and mop that. They did. We'll see when this room finally gets dry or vacuum or down near to it. But I might actually put a pump down here and do the same. Okay, so we want chlorine to go out there. Do I want whatever else is in here out in the base? Not really. Where else could I put it, is the question. If I pump it back into here, this room's never going to go to vacuum, and it's going to be a mess of natural gas. So I don't necessarily want that to go like that. Maybe we do pump it out into the base. Or into the, I mean, not the base, but into the kind of intermediary zone. Pump it out to there. Then I can bring this part down to vacuum. I mean, the only thing that's semi-gross in here is the chlorine. And a little bit of polluted oxygen, but I'm not worried about that as much. I think it'll be okay. Chlorine might turn to liquid anyway. Natural gas even got down into here. Go point for Lana. Well, that helped this level at least a bit. Alright, somebody come and build that. Use those. Oh, we can't reach that one. Body temperature. Was it too cold there? Yeah, it's too cold there. Things like it hot. That's why they're so spicy. That might actually do it enough. Yep, that'll do it enough. Excellent. It'll take her a while because it keeps spreading into that tile, but eventually it'll all come up. And Kelsey helping out makes it go faster. There we go. Excellent. I'd like to sweep this garbage up that's down here too. Oops. Skill point for Mograph. I think he's past the point where, yeah. Really just Eben and Bonobo and your own that have skill points that we can actually take advantage of at this point. There you go. Thank you, Roadster. I am dropping 2.9% of frames. So, yes or yes. It looks fine on my end, so it must be Twitch and whatnot. Being twitchy. How did those get turned on? Oh, this was planted later, and I must have missed that one. We don't want those harvesting. We don't need meal lice anymore. Hopefully. That worked out well. We have a cloud of hydrogen up there. Why is he glum? Needs aren't being met. Yeah, we need a full-time rancher, that's for sure. Needs to have his teeth brushed or whatever it is that they do. Ooh, but the glossy drunklet eggs. Percentage is increasing. What was the fertility or the what's it called? Reproduction, 40%? Yeah. We just need to get it a little bit happier. And that'll just take... Oh, we have printables available. That'll just take a focused... Clean water? That's not a bad idea. Plus 3 husbandry, but it's a mouth breather. Ugh. We'll take the clean water. That's good quality H2O. Zoomed in on down here. At least that one seems fine to me. We've gotten most of that chlorine out of here now. So my theory is working, at least in theory. Trying to push the chlorine this way by pumping carbon dioxide out that way. Still not much, though. How is this going up here? We need to set a filter on this filter. And we need power on the filter. Okay. Natural gas. And the power can come from here. Oh, you're still finishing the wires up here. Okay, that's good. I don't want to give them too much to do, because then they don't do any of it. Just before the water tank. Oh, this one here? It looks... I don't know. Good, they finished that one. Oh, Sydney can come up here and analyze this. And now it's downtime. Because of course it is. Yeah, probably is, because the drop frame percentage just went back down again, so... That'd be good to have once that starts working better. I suppose I could clean some of the slime and garbage out of here. Maybe I'll make that a jump, though. Go there. Can we wrangle another one of these guys? Or a few of these guys? Maybe now that they have fewer jobs outstanding, we can wrangle a few of them. These are the ones that are roaming around in our stuff anyway. These are rather long, so I'm not going to read them, but they kind of tell some of the backstory about what's going on. Or what happened here. Go back up there and hang out in the hydrogen where you can grow your scales. Okay. So yeah, so it got groomed, so now it's happy. And it cranks up the reproduction like crazy. And once we get the eggs, we can... I wonder, do we have any candy? We do have one directlet egg. But I'd like to focus, if I can, I'd like to focus on the existing directlets we have. And see if we can, or Dracos we have, and see if we can get them to lay the glossy eggs and do those. Yeah, we could make some roast paku. I'm assuming. Cooked fish. +3. That's pretty good. Same as barbecue. Gross. +1. So we're eating +1 stuff right now. Mostly the fried mushrooms. The occasional +2 as we get omelets. But we could make some of the barbecue and the cooked paku. And go up to level 3. That would definitely help with the happiness. Guess I could have just copy pasted, but what are you gonna do? We could also make some frost buns, but I think the sleet wheat are used for something else later. At least they used to be, food-wise, and I want to kind of wait, see. I think they're used for some sort of a bread, of a loaf bread. Oh, we need to rebuild our research. Forgot about that. Let's deconstruct this apothecary. We're gonna move it anyway. We're gonna go down here when we build our new thing, our new med bay. Oh, let's see. We got wire there. That's good. That's connected. Ooh, let's break this connection. Don't need it anymore. Probably break some of these. And then I want to build stations. Supercomputer. Maybe we'll put it inside of the room. Yeah, we'll put it in the inside of the room. Oops, and a research computer. Put the requisite space in between for some furniture. Actually, let's cancel those. Should have put one space on the end as well. There. And there. And some power. You're letting the food rot here, people. Don't do that. Excellent. Now we can do some research again. Too fast, too far. So I'm not really specific on what I want to research, but I want to make sure that we've kind of gotten up all through all these. So let's start that one, which is some germ sensors that I've never actually used. Just to kind of work our way across the tree here. Alright, Caladoran is cooking. Rowan got a skill point. We'll go with construction. How are you doing? Your reproduction's back down. Yeah, you still need to be cared for. Okay, you're still taking water. You people could pick up the water and dump it into the water pile here. And this looks like it's done. But there's a little bit more here that we could try and get out while we're here. Even actually down here. Like that. And this is so sparse, it's probably not worth it. Just look up here. There's bleachstone up here too. We could dig our way up here or climb our way up here. Get some of that out. I didn't really want to delete that. Let's see if that's enough. Probably is. There's still a little bit down here too. Some of it's going to go this way, some of it's going to go this way. It should be... Oops. Priorities. Only Roadster. Because he's the one with the tier 3 skills on it, I believe. Yes, he's the only one with the tier 3. So I've locked it to just him. Someone else has the tier 1, but I'm not letting them touch it still. Yes, this is clear. Exactly. Oops. Did any of those guys get in there? No, we really need that. Oh, I want the wart seed. And +1 to husbandry is not enough to make me want to take that person. So we'll take the wart seed. What's going on over here now? fertilization. Okay. Where's our worst heat? Getting cooler over here with all the oxygen coming in. Up here as well. Maybe we put one in right here. Right there. So many Drekos around, but I can't get them to pick any of them up. Relying on one to lay eggs is not a good time. Because I can't get somebody up here to take care of it very often. Because the only person that has the skill, Catherine. And she's also trying to deal with crops. And I'd rather her deal with the food. Alright, so now we finished all of that column. So I think, unless there's something... Ooh, there's a gas range too now. Fancy. Plastic, we need to get down to the oil biome yet. Conductive wire would be something we'd want soon. Here's the conveyor stuff we were talking about. Right now it's not necessary because the polluted water is cooling it enough. It's only the beginning of the conveyors anyway. We have to get into here to really get it. Melting wouldn't be a bad idea soon. We haven't had any diseases to need a disease clinic. The espresso machine could be fun. Oxalite refinery. Need plastic for transit tubes. Plastic for this stuff. Glass blowing, I'm not going to do that anytime soon. I'll want to get this soon, and I want to get this soon. Oh, they added more gates too. I don't think there's an XOR gate before. Yeah, could have been. Oh, we got a monument we can build now, too. That's fancy. Alrighty, we'll do the one that I have selected up here, the smelting, and then we'll jump down and do these bottom two here, and then just kind of finish up this column, too. Yeah, that's true. Just take somebody who's yeah, not flatulent, not a mouth breather, doesn't have bowel issues, all those kinds of things. Oh, I know what I wanted to build. I want to build a textile loom. Because I don't have one. And I want somebody to make some clothing. Specifically, snazzy suits. Because those improve a duplicant's morale because they're wearing fancy clothes. The other thing I should build up here is in refinement, I think. The kiln. Unless they changed it, it doesn't require any power. Right. So I want to start making some ceramic and stuff out of it. How far off are we in the next 2.2? Yeah, I just took the one. The Wartsy was too good to pass up. Elsie and Caledorn, yeah. Well, maybe now with the better food. Ooh. Peps could take another point. Bayesian, you could take another point. Wow, Sydney can take a lot of points. Calidorn, yeah, that food made a difference, I guess, or something made a difference. No, you need this one first. Catherine. Guess this wouldn't hurt. I'm only going to do 1 point per person right now. I don't want to overtax. He's our only doctor, so it wouldn't hurt to put doctoring there. Alright. I'll wait a little bit and then I'll take some more points for everyone. Yeah, they do. That's true. Well, until they get done with researching and cooking anyway. We gave Calidorn a ton of stuff to cook, so he'll be busy for a few minutes. And we're researching now again, so Sydney's going to be busy for a little while as well. So all of this chlorine's getting trapped here because I'm a moron. Suppose I could reverse this. Take this part out. Put the pump over here. Put the gas filter in here. Matter. Actually, I could leave this here. I gotta reverse it anyway. Deconstruct just that, though. Oh, maybe they did fix some of the stuff with the weird pipes won't empty thing. There. 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 Gas pump can come up in here. Pipe can do a ziggity-zag. And the power line can go same way. Almost. Somebody died. I heard it. Or maybe somebody hatched. Yeah, I think somebody hatched. It's a tiny baby. No, it's 4, so it wasn't that either. I don't know what we heard. Open the lower... Oh, this down here? Yeah, good idea. Dig across there. Might as well free that chlorine and see what's up there. Thank you, autosave. How's this going down here? We can get rid of a few of these. I'll leave the 1. Right there. Ooh, neurovacillator. Well, Roadster, you're here, so you get to be neurally vacillated. Fact. Hi. Rummage through that. Rummage through that. Office cake. Office cake again. Oh, there's different commentary on each one. They probably can't get to that. What'd we find? A warm sweater. Now we don't need warm sweaters, so we found a warm sweater. Oh, Lana got a snazzy suit. Oh, I remember when Lana got the snazzy suit. I know, storage is unavailable. I want someone to open that one up, though, while I'm here. And another warm sweater. Okay, well, we're gonna let them put clothing in. Llama and Peps. Okay, good. We're gonna let them put clothing, certain clothing in the storage. I just don't want the Atmos suits going into storage or the snazzy suits going into storage. We want 13. Let's make 14 of these. 14 times 4. Good. Do we have enough reed fibers? Clothing, only warm sweaters, and if I get them, the cool vests. Research. We wanted to do this one. Give Roadster some more stuff to decorate. I'll go ahead and build a 14th one here, because we're going to take a 14th dupe soon. And I don't want a limitation. I want them all to be able to go outside and play. Eventually, one SPOM won't be able to keep up, and we'll have to divide these up and run some oxygen into them. But for now, one seems to be keeping up okay. Quite warm in that area of the base, but I don't really care. It's kind of, I kind of consider this area to be outside of the main base. I'm fine with it. Really mostly worried about this part over here. If I can get this part of the base down to somewhere closer to green, like even somewhere in this range here where it's just a little bit of green, maybe this range here is around 25, I'd be happy. It's finally cooling off this stuff over here. Good. It's quite warm up there. I did this. But I do it without setting up another filter reasonably. I don't know. Maybe eventually the pressures will normalize a little bit. Did that open? Oh, it did open. Didn't I assign Roadster to that? Good thing I didn't, because I forgot all about it. You've been down there being neurally vacillated for a long time if I had. There you go. Nuke your brain. Let's see what you get for skills. Regenerative. Good, you're regenerating health. That'll be good when I send you down into the pits. Straight lines, Wally. Straight lines. More junk down here. The other thing I want to do soon, although I'd like to be able to cool this water off before I do it, is I'd like to build regular bathrooms. Like, not have outhouses anymore. Have actual indoor plumbing. But I'd like to be able to either be processing the polluted water from here or be cooling the water from this first. Ooh, printables. Let's see. I'm not gonna, if it's person that I want to take, I guess we could take, gross. I guess this person is the best one. I really don't want the decreased athletics because that'll make them useless in out in the suit. So this would be a better person. And Phasian's right. They'll learn the husbandry stuff. They just won't be starting with it. So let's see who else. Who is next? Next is Supremacy. Oh wait, I want to wait until the morning. Sit on that for a minute. Okay. Supremacy. Okay. Print. Skills. Supremacy, you get to take improved farming. Go ahead and put the hat on you. But, no priorities. Supremacy gets to do full-on ranching and only a little bit more farming. Whereas Catherine is doing, we're going to put her down to only 1 mark on ranching. Oops. Well, that's new. If you don't set a filter, it just lets everything pass through now. Maybe I can get some of the chlorine to work its way back this way now. It'd be nice. There's some clean water here, though. We should pump that out of there. Let's see. Open up one of those. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. But it's 44C, though. Never mind. It's too hot still. Oh, research. Okay, good. You are picking up the carbon dioxide from the bottom. I'll eventually replace that with the carbon skimmer. They take in clean water and carbon dioxide and spit out polluted water. So they basically delete carbon dioxide. And then once you're processing your polluted water, then it's fine because the polluted water then becomes clean water again. So, ooh, they did catch one more. Let's see if we can catch any. Wrong thing. Catch you. You. Where's the other creepy crawly at? There was another one around here somewhere. Or is it up here? One there. And there. Couple in there, but I'm fine with them staying in there for right now. Overpressure. Yeah, definitely need those high pressure vents. Need a little bit of plastic. I didn't hook this thing up to power. Oops. Oh. And then they can make some snazzy suits. Oh, I don't need one of them because Lana already has one. I forgot. Get that one. Gonna get pretty full though. That's where I wanted it. Oh, there's a fancy bed in there. I wonder if it'll let me deconstruct it though, because sometimes the fancy beds, when they're pre-existing, they won't let you delete them. Yeah. Oh, I hate when it does that too. One of the annoying features. I can literally see, they can literally get in there, but they won't reveal it. We need to open up some skill points again. Find some skill points again. Yeah, Peps can use another one big time. Peps, you could start taking some of the digging skills. Asian, you could take this one. Sydney, I want you to have this one eventually. Maybe you could take a digging or a construction for now. Aladorn, you can take this one. Lana as well. Good one for Roadster. As a matter of fact, you can take that one too. Catherine. Elsie's having a problem, so I won't give her any more right now. Looks like Kelsey and Too Many Tumbleweeds would be our first pilots. But then Bonobo can have this one. Okay. Yeah, that's so weird that it won't, like the dupes won't do anything with it. I have to come through this way in order for them to come in here. Alright, well, guess we'll go through here. So deconstruct those. Put a ladder there. More chlorine in here we could steal eventually. What we're gonna do is cut. Ooh, we're down here to the oil biome now. Excellent. What I'm gonna do is cut down in here and then kind of etch this out. Grab this Weezewort while we're here, and let this water all pool up down here in the bottom. Must be heat leaking from the oil biome. Melted at all? Oh, it's still pretty cold. Oh, it's barely cold, though. Yeah, it's heat leaking from the oil biome. Ooh, there's lead down here. Fancy. Oh, there. Now they opened it up. Can we deconstruct this? We can. Awesome. Good. That'll be some plastic I can have. Visited numbers. Uh-oh. Roadster got himself stuck. Ooh, a snazzy suit. Somebody put that on. Roadster's here. Roadster, you can have a snazzy suit. Come back and get it. There you go. We'll make one less now. Guess we don't really need this anymore, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, we did those already. Let us deconstruct anything else but the actual building tiles. Yeah, the door, stuff like that, but nothing I really care about that much. There's a skill point for Sydney. Oh. Get out of there. I'll leave that open, I guess, for now. Should let it drain enough, I think. Oh, getting yourself stuck in areas? Good at that, are you? Alright, research. I think we did this whole column now. Is that right? No. We'll do that one next. There it goes. Drain in the polluted water. We may need to come down here and cut at some of this granite in order to get it all to drain out of the way, but it looks like it's doing pretty good. Oh, I didn't dig those out. Found one. Let's see, Caladorn, you can have a snazzy suit. Yay! Snazzy. Oh, look. They got all the Drecos. Awesome. Working a little. I really need to get rid of these compost heaps. That's the heat generators in those areas. Come on. Lay some good eggs. What are these guys doing as far as lifespan? They live for 150 cycles. I may end up killing off some of the... this one's about to die, or not about to die, but these two are a few weeks from death. This one's not far behind. I may end up having to kill some of them off. Oh, good. Catherine's up there now that there's another farmer. That's good. I should leave a door in here. Just in case. Wire's there. Use the wire. Because that's automation wire and conductive wire. That's copper, so that's useful. Thank you, Phasian. See if we can mop some of this junk up once they dig down all the way. Oops, I need to leave these two open so we can dig across. Dig or mop that. Okay, I think that chlorine experiment worked pretty well down here. We don't really need it anymore, because you basically turned it into a vacuum. Not the egg. Actually, they think they're overcrowded. Oh, I wonder if we can do 5 tiles because of this, though. Can you make... what's it called? A stable? Down here, can you tend to these? Maybe we should try it. Deconstruct these. Door in. Maybe. Search complete. Roadster got a skill point. Down to not knowing or whatever else to take. Oh, we got that plastic. I wonder if that's enough plastic for... no, not enough plastic for high pressure vent. That's a bummer. We got 83 plastic out of that. No, that's iron. Because plastic has not yet been discovered. So that means that comfy bed wasn't actually made out of plastic. Which I didn't look before I deleted it. So, oh well. We could also just start processing oil. I waited too long to start capturing Drecos and start hoping for Dreco eggs. With the shiny stuff. So can I put one of these in? Oops. Down here someplace. Maybe underwater? Is that insane? Peel that off. And make this into a stable? big is this room? 16 by 9. Well, that's 64. It's too big by a few tiles. But if it can be a stable, then I could block off like a corner of it or something with some tiles. No, we spent that wort seed. I meant to plant one there. Oh, we're getting another wort down here soon. Maybe. Somebody come and pick this. Make it a priority. And while you're down there, pick this one too. Thank you, Catherine. I'm going to turn this hydrogen loose. It's going to go straight up the elevator shaft here. Okay, now that we have that Weezewort seed, we can do this. Plant it right there. That'll help cool this whole general area off to a bit. Blueprint. Ice. That wouldn't be bad. And do our temp shift plate trick again. Got what, 7 or 8 out of it? Okay, they did end up getting down there to pick that up. Cancel that. Why can't you build right there? Oh, there's a sleep week right there. Huh. Okay, so I don't want to break into the oil biome just yet. But I do want to think about it a little. So what's the rules for stable here? Maximum size 96, so we're way over that. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, go to bed. Let's pump some steamy water out of here. Now that we have a few temp shift plates to balance it out. At least take some. I want to watch the temperature carefully, but we can at least take some. Look at that. Holy cow. Heating it right up. That does not take long to heat up. Oh. Get out of there, goofball. Oh, Roadster, get out of there. Alright, you guys gotta stop that stuff. Maybe if I delete this tile. Just stop trying to trap yourselves. Oh, because you're picking up granite over there. That's why. There. Now you weirdos won't try and get yourselves stuck. Search complete. Wouldn't hurt to take that. If we're going to try and make some oil or some plastic down here, we need to be able to deal with the oil first. Ooh, colony achievement. Enter an oil biome for the first time. Well, okay, we entered it technically, I suppose. If the Abyss Lake counts as part of the oil biome, that is. Kelsey, don't nap there. Skill points. Let's go take a look at the skill points again. See who can take one. Peps is Grumbly, Phasing is Grumbly. Sydney could take another one. Not that. I guess we can take that one. Calidorn could take another one. Kind of stuck. Kelsey's pretty close. Llama's messed up there. No, it's really just these bottom few that could take some more at this point. What I should do in our construction shaft here is build a bunch of decorations. Well, they're not going to spend a lot of time down here forever. Hopefully. We're just spending a lot of time because we're growing it. Have we here? Waterweed. Interesting. What is waterweed good for? Lettuce. Fancy. That's why I like using the clock sensors, because I can control exactly when this thing turns on and off. I think this will be a good place to pause the ladder shaft digging, downward at least. Skill point. Oh, one who definitely can take another skill point. We'll go ahead and give you the carrying and strength skills like most everyone has. I think what I'll eventually do is dig this out, actually, and let it all sink down. All this polluted water, and make this my cooling tank. But I should put the door in up here someplace. And that way, we can cool this water, and potentially the polluted water that we collect here, we can use this polluted water to cool it after it's been filtered. Because it gets hot after it's been filtered. I think it's up to 40 C. And that actually might be different now because of the changes they made to temperature. Yeah, so it just increases the temperature of the water. No, that's not it. Maybe it is. So it increases the temperature of the water. It doesn't specifically heat it to a certain temperature. In previous versions, it would just output water at 40 degrees Celsius. But now it depends on what the temperature is coming in. Which is actually good for us because this water's fairly cool. I want to be careful though with this and not take it in too early or too low because I want them to be able to still swim around in here. So actually we probably should take in some of this polluted water first, which is still pretty cool too. And there's always ice biomes to help cool it off too. We have another secret area here. Dig across there. It's gonna let in some of that water. Means we'll have to mop it. We gotta mop it anyway. That's fine. There it goes, dripping down. Delete those. Search was complete. Mop, mop, mop. Clean, clean, clean. A ladder in here. And a ladder right there. Skip across it. Another ladder in right here. And then Sydney can analyze this. Go point for Phasian. Gosh, we need that plastic. Alright, we're going to have to dig into the oil biome next time. And start making plastic unless we happen to magically get... No glossy directlet eggs laying around here. No directlet eggs at all laying around here either. But no glossies. Who's idle and why? Oh, jeez. Dig yourself out of that. Well, that's one way to do it. Open that door. Fine. Oh, you moron. Will you build that stuff or are you just going to right back to sleep? Right back to sleep. Alright, we don't need these now. Oh, we do need that one though. Rummage and inspect. Inspect and rummage. Hey, look, a cool vest. You can't build? Ugh. I figured he would make a mess of himself. So who wants to use the neural vacillator? I think we'll let Peps use this one. He's down here anyway for one. Peps acquired the Sunny Disposition trait. Minus 20% per cycle stress. That's handy. Previously got a skill point. Excellent. Critter ranching. Ooh. What we got? And I heard printables. Take the lime. Alrighty, well I think that's a good place to stop for tonight. Phasian, are you gonna do some more damage in Astroneer? Refresh the page. You are, I will wait to raid. You are not, then I will not. Enable that building. No answer, must just stepped away. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna finish for today. Next time we can dig into the oil biome and really get going on oil products, especially plastic. And then we need to set up our water refining. We'll definitely do that next time as well. We can dump all of this polluted water here, down here, and use this to make it. And then after that, that'll probably be most of the next stream, the next time we stream this game. Then after that, we can set up the bathrooms and actually use indoor plumbing like civilized duplicants. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Thanks for chatting away with me and coming to the stream, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.